the previous class, we discussed about trade barrier and trade restriction. Then after that, we discussed about dumping and different type of dumping, persistent dumping, sporadic dumping, predatory dumping. Then after that, we discussed about subsidies and countervailing duties. Today we are going to discuss types of trade barriers. We discussed a bit about this: tariff barrier, non-tariff barrier, and then trade restrictions. So today we are going in detail of this thing. The first type, it is tariff barriers. So first of all, what is a tariff? A type of tax imposed on the imported goods. When goods are imported into your country, then the government of the importing country, they are charging a tax. This tax is called a tariff. Like suppose if this is Afghanistan and this is another country, anyone. Now from this country, goods are going to Afghanistan. So the government of Afghanistan, they are imposing a tax on these imported goods, the goods imported to Afghanistan. The government of Afghanistan, they will charge a tax. This type of tax is called a tariff. It can be service, like airlines, they are coming to Afghanistan, so the government of Afghanistan, they are charging taxes from these airline companies. Now, tariffs are further divided into 6 types. The first one is import tariff, which is charged on the goods shipped into a country. When goods are coming into the country, so the government of this country, this importing country, they are charging a tax from the company of this country. This country, there is a company, this company is sending, suppose, mobile phones. So the government of Afghanistan on these mobile phones, they are charging taxes from the company. So this is called import tariff. There is export tariff, which is charged on goods shipped out of a country. Sometimes when goods are going out of the country, so the government of Afghanistan, the company which is sending goods, or the person who is sending goods to this country, so the government is charging tax from the company who is sending goods, who is exporting goods to other country. That is called export tariff. Transit tariffs, it is another type of tax which is charged on goods passing through the country. Now, this type of tax, suppose, just a minute. Now, suppose this is Afghanistan. Here is a country. From here, this country wants to send goods to not to Afghanistan. Here are some other countries. But the company is using the roads of Afghanistan. This country is sending goods to this country, but they are using the roads of Afghanistan. So the government of Afghanistan, for using their roads, they are charging a tax. This type of tax is called transit tariff or transit tax. Using the roads of Afghanistan, so the government of Afghanistan, they are charging a tax. Now see, the country is not sending goods to Afghanistan. They are sending goods to suppose this here is a country that is Uzbekistan or Tajikistan. So, but the goods, they, if they are sending it through, you can say by airline, it will be very expensive. So they are sending it by roads. So when they are using roads, so they will use the roads of Afghanistan. So the government of Afghanistan, they are charging taxes. Or if airline, if they are sending goods to Tajikistan and they are using the space of Afghanistan, so the government of Afghanistan is charging tax. That is called transit tax or transit tariff, which is charged on goods passing through the country. Sorry, Control Z. Okay. Then there is a fourth type of tariff that is called specific duty, tariff based on number of items being shipped into a country, unit based. This is a type of tax which is unit based. Unit based means on the quantity. One country, this is other country. Now suppose this country, they are sending 2000 mobiles, 2000 mobile sets, mobile sets. So on each mobile set, 1 unit, the government is charging 2000 Afghanis or 1500 Afghanis. Every unit the government is charging tax. So this type of tax which is on number of units, 2000 units, so on 1 unit 2000 Afghani, so on 2000 it will be 2000 multiplied by 2000, so it will be Then there is another type of tax that is called Volarim duty, a tariff which is based on a percentage of the value of imported goods. Now here is a small they will calculate the total value. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever is the value, whatever is the value, so they will charge a percentage on that total value. So that type of tax that is called ad valorem duty, a tariff which is based on the percentage of the value of imported. Then there is a sixth type of tariff that is called compound duty. A tariff consisting of both a specific and an ad valorem duty. It is basically this compound duty. It is the combination of this and what does it mean? It means that you will pay, per unit you will pay 1000 plus of total value you will pay 5%. So see, it is also unit based, means per unit you will pay 1000 to the government plus what is the total value of the shipment. Of the total value of shipment you will pay 5% to the government. So it is both unit based and percentage. We are combining these two types. On one unit, 2000 units, on one unit you will pay 1000, and then plus you calculate the total total value, and of the total value you will pay 5% to the government. So this is called compound duty. So these are six types of. Then there is there are some non-tariff barriers. We also call it quantity limits. Quantity limits, often known as quota, restrict the number of units that can be imported. Why we are imposing a non-tariff barrier? We want to limit the imports to the country. If quota is set as zero, it is known as embargo. Embargo means ban. That there is a ban. You can't import goods to our country. Suppose this is one country, this is other country. Now this country or this country, this that you can import only 10,000 units, not more than 10,000 units. So this is called a quota, quantity limit. Now quantity limit is more than 10,000, you will return these goods to the exporting. So quota is what simply a quantity limit. And if there is a quota is set at zero, so it means a ban, embargo, that there is a ban on the import of goods from. That you can export only 10,000 vehicles to, not more than. And sometimes one government they are completely banning, they are completely banning the import of such goods. So that is called embargo, or we call it ban. In case if quota is set as 1 million units, instead of 1 million units, No more units can be imported during this year. So this quota will be for a specific period of time, 1 year. So if the quota is 1 million, so means that if 1 million goods are imported to Afghanistan, suppose the government imported 1 million, so no more units will be imported to. If extra units are sent, they are turned back. We return these units. Example, European Union has limited Japanese car imports to 10% of total market. European Union they set a quota for Japanese vehicles that you can only export 10% vehicles of the total market to European Union. Now there are different types of quota. One is called bilateral quota. The first one. An import or export quota. It can be import quota, it can be export quota. If the importing country is imposing a quota, this is called import. If exporting country is imposing this quota, this is called export. Applied to trade with single trading partner. This quota is set for one country, specifying the amount of goods that can be imported or exported that single trade. Now this quota is set for only one country. Afghanistan set a quota of 10,000 vehicles. So this quota is only for Japan. Goods can come from Germany, from USA. But for Japan, their quota is what? 10,000. So this quota, which is for one country, that is called bilateral. Global quota. Now see, this is global quota. Now for all these countries, Japan, Germany, USA, some other countries, there is a quota that you can export from these countries only 30,000 vehicles can come to us, can be imported to us. So this 30,000 quota, this is for all these countries. This type of quota is called global quota, which is for all countries, not for one country. See, for Japan, our quota was 10,000. So this was bilateral quota, P2P. And this quota, this is for the whole world, that only 30,000 vehicles can come to Afghanistan. So 30,000, this is for all countries. So this type of quota is called global quota. An import quota that specifies the permitted quantity of imports from all sources combined, from all sources, from all countries. This may be without regard to a country of origin and thus available on first come, first served basis. Now this country is not that this is Muslim country, this is G, this is this, this is that. No, it is not on the route of this. It is on the route of first come, first served. Means if Japan they imported, suppose Germany they imported 20,000 first. So we will what? We will welcome that. 5,000 came from this country and 5,000 from this country. So no more goods will come from Japan. 20,000 from Germany, 5 from this, 5 from this. So it becomes 30,000. So no more will be exported. This is called global. Then there is another type that is called international price fixing. A group of international firms will fix prices at quantity sold in an effort to control Now, keep in mind OPEC, petroleum exporting countries. Now, they set prices of petrol all over the world. Whatever the country is, they are exporting, they are importing, the price is same throughout the world. So this type of price system that's called international pricing. And there is also quota for these OPEC countries that you can export this much petrol to others, not more than that. So this is what an agreement between participants on the same side. Same side means selling things in a market to buy and sell a product, service, or commodity at fixed price or maintain the market conditions such that price is maintained at a given level by controlled demand and supply. And they are doing this thing to control demand and supply. Keep in mind that OPEC countries, there is a quota for them that you can export this much oil to other countries, not more than that. And the price is seen. Price is seen all over the world of petroleum products. So inshallah in the next class when we will talk about other types of quotas, have a good